It's Tuesday, May 6th, and welcome to today's Eurovision Diary. Today is semi-final one day, and I'm actually en route to the arena. So yesterday I made it down to Eurovision Island. They're calling it an island with an arena. But it's not an arena, it's basically an empty warehouse. But it is massive, absolutely massive. They have done an incredible job to convert it into a television set. It's not like anywhere else. I've been to Malmö, and of course I've been to many concerts, and you know what they're like. You've got a wonderful stage, you've got the standard tiered seating. This had none of that. They brought everything in. So as a result, it's makeshift. The outside, you've got the portaloos, you've got roads that have no footpaths, you've got floodlights that go straight into your face so you're blinded. It's all a bit of a shambles outside. But inside it is spectacular. They have the biggest LED display I've seen in my life. The set is just beyond comprehension. It is so big that you're just awestruck. Getting in there, I was actually dizzy. I'm looking up and I'm like, oh, what is this? This is crazy. Especially after seeing it on videos and photographs. Getting there is quite an emotional experience. You get in and you see it for real. You just forget about the mess that's outside and you just concentrate what's happening in there. The show itself was very good. I'm not a fan of the three hosts. And also I wasn't really a massive fan of semi-final one. My preference is semi-final two. Ireland is in that. But we also have a lot of the better songs in semi-final two. But needless to say, it was a very interesting show.
And the silver level has always been
So we have a result. Surprisingly, Russia made it, and you'll hear in my recording a lot of boos. But we have a result and a very, very good show. It was an exceptional semi-final one. We get to do it all again tomorrow night for semi-final two, and then for real on Thursday.
For around about 2 hours end to end, and it absolutely flew in. But my legs were so sore. You're standing there. I got into the arena about an hour beforehand to get a good spot. So 3 hours standing. A lot of ballads, slow songs, so there's no jumping around or anything like that. And your legs do hurt. It's going to be a really, really long day on Saturday because you're going to get down even earlier, get a better spot. It's a 3 hour show. I'd say 5 hours standing, but it's definitely well worth it. Now, there were some highlights and lowlights last night. One of the funnier moments was when Sanna Nielsen from Sweden was on stage and one of the doors on the set opened. Well, actually, they never closed it when they were bringing the props out for her performance. So during the whole of her 3-minute performance, the door was swinging open and back and open and back, and there was a stagehand trying to actually keep it shut. And you can see it on the actual television production that the door is open. There's a big hole on the set. A bit of a mess. The second strange one was Russia. Russia made it through. And there were boos, and a lot of boos. Song, they weren't booing the performance. People were, well, I believe, booing the celebratory nature of having the Russian flag on display. I know it's controversial, I know it's highly political, especially with Ukraine getting through as well. Eurovision is not a place for politics, but it is. We have the likes of Iceland all dressed in the rainbow flag saying no prejudice and love. During the Russian performance, you have everyone waving rainbow flags that were shown on screen. We have Conchita Wurst, a man dressed as a woman, dressed as a man with a beard, singing about rising and about changing, and again, acceptance and tolerance. It's a highly political show, and I think people were expecting a few boos, and there's a lot of people complaining about it. It happened. I think we just have to deal with it. It's going to happen again on Saturday, I think. So it was a good show. It was a nightmare getting back from the arena. It took a long time. It was an absolute mess. It was very, very dangerous. And they have to do something about the transportation and even about the coordination outside. People were just waiting. We didn't know why we were waiting. We were herding like cattle at one point. There was squashing going on. There were fences blocking people from getting onto the road because they were prioritising buses. And they weren't even the public buses, they were private buses. People found themselves in the car park by accident because there were no signs. The stewards were yelling at the top of their voices. They had no megaphones. So there's a lot has to be done to improve the logistics outside, and I really was quite shocked. I do expect a lot more from the Danish broadcaster around that. But hopefully, maybe for tomorrow, for Thursday, they'll improve that, and definitely for Saturday, they have to improve that. So after the show, I headed off to the Euro Cafe, and then I headed off to Euro Club. In Euro Club, we had Krista again from Finland. I'm seeing her every night this week. She's not even performing this year, and she's singing her Ding Dong song left, right, and centre. And this time she wore the veil and she sung it to a married couple who got married on stage in the actual nightclub. I'm not really a fan of that. I think it was a little bit tacky. Exchanging marriage vows in a club at 2 o'clock in the morning when most people are drunk and all they want to do is dance around to Eurovision songs. Then Drama Queen came out, the Danish drag artist who represented a few years back. It was a show. It's definitely not something I would want, but it was So we have semi-final 2 on tomorrow night, Thursday night. Ireland are in that. Tonight, which is May 7th, we've got the jury rehearsal. So Caroline and Casey Smith will be performing their little hearts out for the national juries around Europe. They will be voting tonight. So watch the show tomorrow. It's going to be a great one. I really hope we can get out of it. We've got 15 countries participating tomorrow and 10 spots in the actual final. So that was semi-final 1. Really enjoyed it. My voice is holding out. It's a little croaky. I'm sure it will hold out till Saturday. I'm sure I won't be able to speak on Sunday. So talk soon. Bye-bye.